Just came up on this good one here, guys. It's after a flood, so I actually had to bring some water with me this time. You can see this beauty right here. Compared to my hand, it's a long blade. At least the size of my hand. A flute line there almost. Kind of like a flute. Kind of is. Would this be considered a spear point? Beautiful find, guys. This is in a rural area. I literally just wanted to stop and check out this creek because it's carving literally into the bedrock here, where everything's just kind of piling up, and we're in a pretty good location as far as historical areas. But man, that is beautiful, guys. Just check that out. I do want to just grab it again and say, look, is that a flute line, guys? Is that a flute line? Someone tell me. She is beautiful. Putting her right back where she was, and we're gonna leave her there. Things around it kind of have some ridge lines of reduction. I'm not gonna go yanking things out of the ground. We are surface finding here, and yeah, it's everywhere. Look, this looks like a worked edge. Oh, that's a worked edge. Let's get that. It just flooded hard the past few days. Oh, that's way cool. Try and get some of these details. I'm gonna get that clean. Sorry guys, it is a little dirty today, but look at that. See all the ridge lines, flakes. This has got a pretty good patina for what it is. Biface. Feels like a hand tool. Perfectly cut out for it. Beautiful. And it is right next to that other one we just found. Go over that. That is really cool. Oh man, I'm gonna put this one down because hey guys, we're looking at a whole bunch of things here right now. My eyes just opened. I've got this big flake showing obvious signs of reduction, a few different spots. Looks like some tooling and rework. Is that what we're looking at right here? Some rework and tooling. Okay. So there we go. Look at all that. Very nice. Big flake. See little ball percussion lines all over it. Those are dead giveaways. Somebody's been working this, using this, the edge. You can see more down right there. That is rework and use. Looks like some use right there. A lot of that's rework and dull. You can see those two little chip marks right there. Obvious, evident signs of human intervention. Oh, but we're going further over here. I might miss some things because my eyes are just focusing one thing at a time. I'm probably missing a lot of cool things. Here's a lithic flake of debutage. I'm going to spray the back of that down too. It's got a lot of... Looks like I might have to run my fingers over these for a little bit. A couple times, guys, and then spray them down. But this random little spot turned out to be a good one. Look at that. That's really cool. Okay. Maybe someone can help me answer this kind of stuff. How does it get those lines in it? Got a little, what looks to be like a thumb indention here. Definite signs of work. So cool. We're just gonna go till the phone cuts out, guys. I don't know how long that is. Ooh, look at that. These little flakes of debutage. Cool little flakes. Like this is a utilized flake right here. You can see that. That's why I say it's utilized. It looks like they did a little bit of tooling. That actually looks like use and tooling. Great finds, especially when you're in an area like this, finding cool things like this. That edge. Striations. I'm almost I want to know if that was a spear point we just found over there, because a lot of the places I go, I do not find arrowheads at all. And I'm wanting to know if that's due to pre-Clovis technology, just they weren't thinking about it. And that's why we're here. We're here to look at all that. So you see signs reduction. It's everything around here. Looks like it has, yeah, again, here we're gonna get that too. Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, look at that. Signs of use, reduction, it's a flake. Some ball percussion there. No. Great finds, great finds. This is really cool. I just want to look at it again. Look at those striations. It's just rad. Okay. There's going to be a lot here, so we'll just keep going. Looks like is that a pebble chopper? Okay, so definitely signs of, well, it's a river stone. I'm not going to go as far to say anything other than it does look like it has been put to use. And that's all I'll say about that one. Here we've got something here. Yeah, look at that. Tooled and reused. Definitely. All of that. Every angle of it too, it looks like. That is definite sign. Look, a cool little heart. Definite signs of human intervention here, guys. No questions. But how old is this? Obviously, we can only judge by the type of tooling. But how old do you guys think this is? That is way cool. Looks like, man, this is all good stuff here, guys. It just depends on your range of what types of things you want to look at. Let's see. Okay, so I did find this just a second ago before I went to go get the water. That's what made me want to get the water. Man, it feels like Christmas morning. I'm unwrapping a present. So you can see the obvious ridge lines of percussion everywhere on it. Try and get that in a better spot. Anybody at any time, if my terminology is far off from what it's supposed to be, can correct me. I don't mind learning. But for now, I'm going to call these ridge lines of reduction, because that's what I seem to notice really quickly and easily. So it does show a little bit of signs of either use or retooling. It's a ball percussed flake. Definitely been flaked. Very sharp still. Beautiful ridge lines. Earlier I was noting in a different video that sometimes I find these and they're like, it looked like it would have had a perfect tip on it if you're holding it like this, and a perfect tip for poking. But it looks like it looks machine cut every time. So that's purposed. They purposely go in and cut the tips off. Now, are they carrying these in satchels or what? But see how that looks machine cut? It's flat. Perfectly flat. Better than all these edges too. But do they fashion the points off because it's in their carrying bags? What is that? I don't know what that is. But that's that beauty. Beautiful blade. I'll put that back where we found it. Continuing on, there's stuff down here. I'm just not going to pull it out of the ground. There's it right here. Got a bunch of hand points, it looks like. Things that just obviously fit really well in the hand. Oh, look, it's even meant to have like your finger on it. So I do find a lot of things, this is worth noting, left-handed and perfectly fit. If you grab them, work them around in your hand, you will find one position that it just locks in. And you'll see reasons why, and you'll see signs of use and other things on those angles. All things I like to pay attention to. Got something right there. Again, looks like a little scraper here. Flake scrapers. Yeah, it's definitely a flake scraper. Little lines of reduction there. Worked point. It's actually got tooling down the back of it, hard to see. I wanted to wash it off so I can show you the ridge lines of reduction on it, that it has been worked. This stone does seem to have a couple of ridge lines of reduction as well. Very old. Ooh, right behind it. We've definitely, look at that. That's definitely ridge lines of reduction. We're just not going to go in and pull that out. This one is fine. But yeah, it looks like a hand axe. And I say that because it's cut at the back right there. See? I've seen a lot of them like that. They perfectly fit the hand. Place for the thumb. Your fingers, it's hard to see right there, but it's got finger cutouts too. And you can follow the ridge line all the way down like a hand axe. And that's a good thing to find right here. Again, I want to point that out because I'm trying to try to place this in a certain place in time. You know, we do have that. But again, no arrowheads. This guy right here, just a giant core. Obvious signs of reduction. Probably passing things you guys see. Is this another pedal chopper? Hard to tell. Does show signs of use. To me, that looks like signs of use. That's a hard smack to get something to break like that, especially flint. That's hard smacking. What do we have here? A little point. You can see it's nicely fashioned, a little bit of rework or use. But again, so if they had anything that went on sticks, now I'm no expert, but wouldn't they be fashioning this in a way that it would fit on a stick instead of a hand? Because look, you've got it cut off at the back perfectly to fit your finger in a notch where it's held nice and tightly all the way around to work. Now this is a hand point. This is not fashioned for a stick of any type. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. Oh, that's the one we already looked at. Got a lot of little things right here. Some balls of percussion on the other side right there. It looked sus at first. And then look, we've got a hammerstone of a sort. This is definitely, this isn't your average river stone. Those are signs of use and reduction of a type. Again, the back as well. Pecking. So yeah, very cool. Try to put that back where same way we found it. Wonder if I walk up here, what's up here? Nothing. Definitely gonna venture. Oh, well, hey, why not take a walk up to the tree just to see what it could be pulling out? We'll definitely see some lines of reduction there. Got some things right here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, okay. Spray this guy down. He was like that. You can see that thing. See that thing. Ridge lines. Little ball percussions on the back. Little flakes right there. Little cortex left. Flake down the back. And a flake there and there. And we'll put him back where he belongs. And, oh yeah, look, more ridge lines of reduction right here. Ball percussion. Just not going to pull it out. Go back to the creek. This is a promising one. I just picked these up and look at them. It definitely has ridge lines of reduction there. Again, so they fit the hand. That has been reduced here. It's hard to see there. You can see a little bit of that there. This is a big core of a sort. Flat lines everywhere. It has got one crazy between. Look at that. Is that almost look like signs of use at first? It's just got a really old patina on it. Right behind it, we do have. Oh yeah, look at that guy. Pretty cool. A couple of things right here actually, but all right. Look at that moon crescent shape. See the flakes taken out right there. Almost looks like it's an orange. Really cool. The back's got some ball percussion on it too. Definitely worked. A few flakes taken off there. You can see a couple of those little hammer looking indentions right there. Pink, pink. Pretty cool. Oh, 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 I hate doing that. I'll put that right back. Sorry. Alright. Interesting stuff over here. Very crude. Things like this. Sorry. I should point it over here. So you see that line right there? Very crude line. Again, oh, left-hander. So thumb mark, you see that thumb right there? Boom. Just like I said, man, if you grab them, you'll see how it's hacked off the back. If you grab them, there's a place in your hand they will just lock in. And then you can see the signs of the tooling use or what it was possibly for. Way cool. I like these. Hand points, hand axes, whatever you want to call them. ridge lines of reduction right there. You can see a little bit of the hammer marks. Bing. And then, like I said, that perfect little thumb indentation. There's a finger one right there too. You can see it. Really cool. I'll put that back where I found it right there. Looks like this might be a really crude tool of a sort. It looks like it may have been at one point. I'm not going to focus too much on that one. Some debitage here, obviously been worked. Same with that right there. Another bigger blade of a type over here. Well, it's just percussed. It was a piece of something. Look, fire-baked red rock, guys. Fire-baked red rock. A little more right here, looks like, possibly. I don't know. Someone say something about that in the comments. Okay, so yeah, so that looks really red, like a fire-baked rock. Can anyone help out with that? This is showing a really good patina from exposure for a long time. It does have a couple of ridge lines of reduction hanging out next to something that has one big ball percussion taken out of it, possibly two. I am gonna continue my search. Go up here. Oh yeah, look at that. More right here. More right here. You can see those little bite mark looking things taken out of it. Some more over here. This is some worked stone right here buried in the ground. Let's see what else we got. We got more worked stone. It's starting to expose itself. We're not going to go in there and grab that. A lot of stuff. Ooh, look at that. What's that little guy? Oh, flake blade. Utilized flake blade. Let me get it all. I'm seeing a lot of stuff now that I'm looking up. This may have been a spot of inhabitants. Okay. There we go. Little utilized flake. I like these things. Great find. I like seeing those little flute lines down them. Alright, so looking up from there, we've got more right here. This little guy right here. I'm not even going to bother with that guy. He's significant, I know, I just not got other things to look at. Showing some lines of work right there. Use. And something else next to it. Oh yeah, definitely a blade. This one. Oh yeah. You can see the reuse right there. The water really seems to help out today. There we go. All those flakes of percussion, not so much ridge lines. They look crude, but I mean they're ridge lines, but not so nice and wavy like the others. These are hard and straight. More stuff right there. Ooh, what do we have here? We've got something here. Crude blade of a type. Another one like that other one we just found over there. Let's see what we got here. Oh yeah, it's definitely a blade. Some sort of crude knife. That's beautiful. Look, what's weird is that percussion line right there is so dark, that flake itself. That's so weird. Look at that. This is an awesome knife, guys. That's way cool. Look at that. It's great. Beautiful. I'm gonna spray that down some more. She is pretty, guys. And again, look, this is for the hand. This isn't thin enough to go on a stick. This is thick. You can see areas. I mean, would this be considered the tool itself? Because I don't think this is a core. I think this is what it was intended for, as is, just a hand knife and a blade. You've got a good thumb spot right there. It's perfectly cut out for your like palm, and a good whittle kind of all around everything. Way cool. Beautiful, beautiful. Let's get that all on record, because I hate to leave them, but they always stay with the river. Okay, next, oh, what's this next to it? Could it be? Yeah. That is two really cool blades. Look, signs of percussion here. That one's in there. We don't touch them. Again, look at that one. Ball percussion, all beautiful wavy ridge lines. This guy too, look at this. Okay, so this is cool. See the big lithic reduction lines right here, and then you see they're pecking. In any other situation, you would think, oh, that's natural rock, they're doing that. But no, that is, they do their own pecking. I have plenty of other things in my videos to show that. I just like to, when I come across these, to say, hey, look at the kind of stuff they do. Now, can anybody tell me if that's native to a certain tribe? Is that like a calling card of theirs? I see it in one particular area I go to, which isn't far from here. We're in that area. What else? I did just see something that looked very close to a point shape. Oh, let's see if it is. Nah, doesn't look like it. Huh, well, you know, could have been whittled at one time. That one's beyond me to say if it is or isn't right now. I don't know. If it was up to me, I would say it's very close to something very crude. Again, the crude type of things that I see that lead me to believe that kind of stuff is this. There's got a lot of good things here. Oh, okay, so here we go again, guys. I think, is this red rock, red fire rock? Can somebody tell me? That patina, it's got a really, like an ancient, far older than anything else you see here right now, but that looks red. Now here we go. Something here. That's like in there. But that's a blade of a type. I'm sorry, guys. I guess I should be pointing here. Beautiful, really sharp ridge line there. Is that? See that ball percussion at the back? Dead giveaway, obviously. This thing a bath. Again, there's those flakes that I'm talking about that look like core, and this is another good example to prove exactly what I was saying earlier. So you see these really big, fine percussion, I guess, I don't know what you would call them anyways, flakes of reduction. They're fine, and they come in and they do these little ones. Pink, 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 pink. It's almost like stippling, like grip. This blade right here will still cut you right now. Ball lines of percussion. Boom. flat cut off the back. You can see almost like flute lines all the way up it. And a good place to hold it right here with a lot of that grip that they facture in there. So cutting, that's a great blade. And that was right there. I'll just leave it there. Boom. A lot of things up here. Evidence signs. Just a walk up here. Evidence signs right here. Oh yeah. Classic teardrop shape. I've seen a lot of this. Factions up into a point right here. It's actually good to hold right here like I'm holding it. You can see they've percussed some things off the side right there. You can see a couple flakes taken off. Nice ridge line. Sharp ridge line. Sharp ridge line. Factioned into that point. Beautiful. Cool. Right there like it. Boom, and that might be all for today. There's plenty of things in here. I'm not saying it's done. I just might be ready to go. Well, I say that, then I find things like this. Classic teardrop. That's fun. Fun finds. Even looks like they were using it. Wow. Beautiful ridge lines. Okay. All right, maybe a little longer. Maybe a little longer. Flake scraper right here. Signs of use, rework. Everything you expect to see around here. Yeah, look at this guy right here. Okay, look at that. Nice. Chops, diamond cut looking chops. I like that. Oh, look at that. Now this is a hand axe. I say that because it perfectly fits my hand, the fingers. There's a thumb ball percussed right out for it. Like I tell you, a lot of these fit left-handed. They do have it fashioned off into a point. It does show signs of use, and ball percussion right there, like they hit it hard. Right underneath that there is what looks to be another one. See ridge lines of reduction right here everywhere on it, and it is fashioned into a point as well. Big ridge lines of reduction, about the size of my hand right there. Getting close. Definitely an artifact right there. Signs of use down the sides. Then little flakes. Some of that flaking that looks like cortex, but again on the back, this is a really old patina. Very old, very old. More things right here. That guy right there too. Actual signs of use right there too. It's in the ground. You know the rules. Some more right here. Hand axe fits the hand. Thumb is just comfortable as soon as I picked it up right there. Crude ridge lines of reduction. It's reduced on all angles. The palm is where the cortex feels. It feels like was cortex. It isn't though. You can see where they've actually flaked a lot of that off. It's just eroded. Yeah, that feels good in that hand. Literally, there's a thumb mark right there, if you can see there. And finger indentions. It feels good left-handed. More flakes. Ball percussed right there. You can see that. And boom, and that's where it looks like, oh, got like a little bit of work stone right there. And that's kind of where it looks like the cutout stops. Goes back into grass. Maybe one quick walk up here because I feel it. There's gonna be something. I do see a couple rocks that are showing signs of reduction. Big flat face right there. Flint rock. Nothing standing out saying, hey, check me out. Except for that guy. Okay, hold on. Got something, guys. Could this be a broken point? Nope, that actually looks intentional. All that right there. Oh, next to it too. Oh, okay. It said we're not done. Just some of the cortex left on there. When you see the cortex like that, it's easier to see parts they've carved around it, like skinning a potato. That's kind of cool. I like seeing that. More over here, we've got this little blade of a type. Okay, let's do that. It's like a hand blade, another hand axe of a type. Okay, yep, there we go. All right, one really big fine line right there. Boom, I guess two, more than two. A couple flakes right there. You can see, oh, use right there. Boom, this one's actually, again, you see how they're all worked to where the point isn't there. It's pretty rounded. It's not so sharp. We've got actually, okay, so you see that right there. It fits in my thumb. We've got a finger indentation right here. We've got another indentation for this finger right here. Again, everything I found today has been left-handed. Most of the things I find around this area all fit left hand. It's very strange, but I mean it. Look, that's perfectly indented for the thumb. That's perfectly indented for my finger all the way up it right here. I've got another one behind it for this finger to fit comfortably. This one's just there. It's actually cut out perfectly for the palm on both sides. And behind it, you see that crease right there, all those ridges. As soon as it locks in right there, that's it. That is way cool. Good deal. Look at this guy. That is big. We're not even going to pull it out, but just to show you guys. Look at all that reduction. Signs of use too, right? Is that what that would be? Beautiful. Things next to it too. Very sharp. More there. And does show ridge lines of reduction here. All sorts of other things. Yeah. What's up with this one is it does look like there's a thumb print right here for this side if you're holding it, which it does line up perfectly. Sorry, I guess I wasn't in the camera for that. It is a very sharp ridge line right here. That is a sharp line. Just touching it is sharp. Reduced. Little signs of rework right there on that edge. The back, like I said, that fits perfectly. Well, actually fits perfectly with my finger right here, holding it right here like this. All good finds today. There's a lot here. Look, there's big ball percussion taken out of this guy. All right. Get my water. Oh, sitting right next to this dude too. Big flat chop lines. It looks like signs of use. To me, I think that's signs of use. That's a real hard smack. Oh, and then this guy right here, like this. Damn. All right. Okay. Found some other things over here too just now. Look at the point on this guy. Did you see that? Huge ball percussion out the back. Makes a fine, sharp ridge. You can see a little bit of the percussion marks on the back right there, which makes that little bat ridge looking thing. Wow, this is a hand axe. Again, it's cut out for the hand right there. Thumb right there. Everything grips really well right here to hit you with that real sharp point. Now, see what's up with this, because you're not going to go hunting game with this. You're not going to take down a deer with this. This looks self-defense. That's shallow. You're not going to go, that'll break a rib. Temple's a good spot. But this looks like a defensive weapon. All the way down for the hand. Can somebody answer any of that for me? One thing I did see over here. Oh yeah, this broken point of a sort. I don't know what it is. It's definitely broken. Oh, okay. Yeah. Ooh, whoa, look how blunt the tip of that is. What was this? That is a really blunt tip. Broken straight off whatever it was. Wow. Look at that. The lines of reduction all the way down on both. It's like a bayonet. Rounded point. Really well rounded. Like it was, man, this was used really well. Or I don't know what, but look at that. That ridgeline will still cut you. That's awesome. Look at that. There's some other things here. Ball percussed. Things like that. Little other things right here. Here we are. See that? It looks machine cut at the back. They're so precise with that. When it's intentional, they look machine cut. It's so crazy. Little thumb scraper. It's got a little finger indention, kind of. Way cool. More over here. Signs of use. Obvious signs of reduction. Is it in the ground? Yeah. Again, look at that hand axe. To a point. And it does feel left-handed again. Everything feels left-handed here. Perfect for the hand. It's got its thumb groove here. And that's a point. This side too. 2 flakes of reduction on the back. Ball percussed. This was a good stop today. That's exactly like that. Look at that. Look at that. Beautiful little point. Again, it feels like it's for the hand because we've got a thumb rest right here. You see how it's cut out perfectly for that. Again, the back right there. Hand point. So if this isn't a pre-Clovis culture, wouldn't they be putting this on a stick? So I think this is, in my uneducated opinion, I think these areas are pre-Clovis areas, or everything before they were going on sticks. You see that? That's perfect for the thumb, your hand, left-handed, bayonet style. That's a really good point. So if they were making them for sticks, they wouldn't have wasted time on a hand for something that's this good. Look at this next to it. Boom. Flute. Almost like flute lines all the way down the side. Little bat wing looking thing. Pretty aggressive. I love it. So again, all hand choppers, look how it fits perfect for the thumb. Gets you right here. A lot of them point inwards and back, like you would have to strike like this, which is odd, but a lot of the hand axes I find are like that. They tuck in really well. I like almost like concealment. So again, I start wondering, are these for protection? I find a lot of things that are, instead of looking like tools, they actually look like weapons. Contrary to what other people say, as far as they're just hunter-gatherers, it looks like they defend themselves as well. On that note, I am out. Adios, guys.